G'day, Aaron Shiner here, and I'm with my good friend, Garth Makowski from Property People Harcourts in Campbelltown. Today we're going to interview Garth and ask him two very important questions. So Garth, welcome.
Brilliant.
Thanks for being here. Sold out Recharge event. How's it going?
Brilliant. Had a great day.
Had a great day?
Really good, yeah. I've learned plenty here myself today. It's been good.
What's your best two take-homes from today so far?
I think being absolutely connected in your local community.
Yep.
Something I'll take out of it, definitely. Yep. And I think, again, getting agents and even my own team more connected within a suburb. Yep. They've all got business development areas, yep, but getting them more connected into the community and what it is that community offers, yep, and possibly looking at embracing some of the concepts of putting the suburb before the consultant instead of putting the consultant in front of the suburb all the time.
Gotcha. So
great idea.
It's about community focus, it's about profiling, it's about community awareness, sponsoring some clubs.
100%.
And it's about being there for the community. So when the community think, hey, who am I going to sell with? Oh, I'm going to go with the person, the lady or the gentleman. That has helped us.
Yep, is connected to that community the most.
Little bit of gift to get marketing.
Yeah.
And what's the next thing from today?
I think organisation planning. Yep. I think was definitely emphasised with Steve, Commando Steve. I thought that was excellent.
Terrific.
Preparation. Plan, prepare and execute. Yep. And I think that goes a lot in real estate. I think as agents, a lot of salespeople execute early, but they haven't prepared. And they just go off the hip, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work, and we need to get sharper at our jobs, all agents.
Well, look, I agree. If you're going to expend the effort, you may as well have that efficiency. If you're going to input 100% of your effort, well, you want to make sure that you're actually getting something out of it, and that's about having that little bit of planning. And instead of what is it? Fire, aim. Well, no, aim, fire. So spot on. That's very good.
Getting it in sequence. Yeah, it makes a big difference.
So here's a question for you, Garth. You've been a very successful real estate agent, one of the top Harcourts agents in Australia now, and run a very profitable, very successful business. Tell me, what are 3 things that have turbocharged your business over your lifespan of your career? I've known you for a long time, and I've seen your progression go from good agent to great agent to now just super agent. What are 3 factors or 3 things that you can contribute to your turbocharged results?
That's a good question. I would say, without a doubt, the first thing that's made the biggest difference, not just in my personal business, but in the structure of the organisation, has been our effort and emphasis on building a contact management system where we can collect data over a long period of time, names, numbers, emails, postals, create trails of information and send it to them on a regular basis. So it was our goal, probably about 12 years ago, we started learning about databasing properly. And the idea behind it was, how do you become like the local GP or the local accountant or the guy that you go to when you need new tyres on your car? So how do we recreate that in real estate and have our customers see us as the go-to people? I would definitely say, and even at a level with landlords, that has had a huge impact in our business today, is the fact that we've created a really good tank full of great data that goes back over a decade now, that we're consistently marketing to, and they expect it. So we're no longer just the agent down the road where, oh, here's some more information, oh, that's a really useful piece of information to be able to use, and they see us as the go-to people. So we've become their consulting real estate agents rather than just being, oh, what are we going to do? We're thinking of buying or selling. Who should we call? And you grab the phone book. Well,
you've become known. You're the agent of choice. You've got brand awareness. When they think about real estate, that immediate association is Property People Harcourts. It's a no-brainer. So just out of curiosity, when you talk about marketing to your database, right, as one of your keys to turbocharging your career, how many times a year would you or the company stay in contact with a client?
Oh, look, we every single month of the year, 12 months of the year.
So as a bare minimum, you've got 12 points of contact a year.
Absolutely.
And I find that interesting, right, because a lot of agents, they grab a patch or they work their farm area or their database and they're going to set the world on fire. They pick 2,000 or 3,000 homes, they go and drop a letter. The phone didn't just magically ring and it wasn't falling from the sky of listings, and they go, oh, it must be the suburb, it didn't work. And then they pick up a new area and do it again, and then do it again, then all of a sudden real estate's not for me and they're out. So I think what's more important about what you've said there is not how many people are in that database or how big that farm area is, it's how regularly you actually stay in contact with those people, is that right?
Yeah, but it's not only the automation, Aaron. I think to a greater degree, that personal connection, that contact that the agents myself make with our customers on a regular basis have a huge impact.
Yeah, great.
Right down to SMS, emails, phone calls, visits, impromptu stuff, you know, rather than just being totally automated. I think agents need to be connected to their business as well.
Terrific.
Not just running it on autopilot.
What I'm hearing is authenticity, being authentic, being real. When you pick up the phone, they're not scripted salespeople. They're trying to be friends in the market. G'day Garth, it's Aaron from Property People. How you doing? And talking on a friendly level, connecting regularly. So you are their friend in real estate. You become their friend, not their agent, but their friend that also sells.
Well, you become
a
trusted advisor.
Absolutely, that's the key word, trusted advisor.
Yeah,
you don't have to do business with people that you can either like them or not like them to do business, but you absolutely 100% must be able to trust them, and frequency through contact
is how you develop trust.
It builds trust. No dramas.
No question about it.
Give me another point that turbocharges their careers.
Okay, number two in our company would definitely be the way we've profiled our business in the greater community. So embracing media, online, digital, and print. Making sure we've got a really strong, solid presence in the market. There's a great old quote, perception is reality. And I think for a lot of people, when they're still getting that paper every week, flicking through and going, wow, you guys are still centre spread. You're there 6 to 8 pages every week. We've got good, consistent volume, but great quality. But we're the same online. We make sure when we're benchmarking our customers' properties for sale or for lease that we have the best online product in our marketplace. Number one, cuts both ways. Helps our customers, make sure we get more inquiry,
of course,
and it helps us to build a brand and a profile that's consistently recognised in the community as being a premium brand. So we attract that business, which is what I want. I want people to call our office if they're considering selling a really good quality home. Doesn't have to be an expensive home, but we want the best homes in every price range.
Gotcha. Well, what that seems to me is, you've got a very strong online presence, offline presence, and really what that comes down to is hypermarketing, where you're in all avenues. So it doesn't matter where they're looking, in the paper, in the magazine, online, they're getting texts from you, emails, that you're everywhere, and they go, we've got to go with these people. And an interesting thing, you would have seen it where somebody, you list somebody's house, or one of your competitors lists a house, it goes up for sale, a week later, there's a Harcourt's Property People sign just around the corner, and they're probably thinking, why didn't they go with me? And the answer is simply this, in my belief, in most of the cases, typically the signboard of a competitor may trigger the person to say to their wife or to their husband, hey, I'm thinking about selling. Then what they do is they put the linkage together with the person with the highest, or the company with the highest profile, to selling. So just because they see an ABC, XYZ agent out on the front lawn 3 houses up doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get the call. No. It just means that plants the seed for that person to then go and sell, and then the seller's actually well, I'm going to go with the person that I deem to have the highest profile in the area, and having that strong online, offline presence will definitely put you in the hot seat, especially if you're calling them, texting them, and letting them know as well. Mate, really good information so far. What's the third thing?
Well, they probably go hand in hand. We've got media profiling, which we've touched on, and you've got marketing. We've kind of touched on that as well. So those two areas for us, we're trying to bring that offline presence online, bring them inline together, and have a good, solid marketing plan around the business and around the agents in the business to make sure that we're staying connected with the community all the time in our marketplaces where we're strong. We don't worry about the suburbs where we're not as strong unless we make a decision to create a growth space there. So when we've recently done that in a suburb in Macarthur, and we've placed 2 agents into that market, and we're now within 5 months of setting up a BDA there, and we've already got market share for that suburb.
Terrific.
Because we've followed our system, the agents are working really successfully in it, but it's about placing people. So there's some more agents out there wanting to come on board. I've got plenty of BDAs.
Very good.
Give me a call.
Well, what it sounds like too, you've got a marketing plan in place. Before anything that goes out of your office, you know what the first thing is, you know what the last thing is. This isn't just a shoot from the hip, what are we going to do today? There's a strategy, there's a process behind. What does the next 12 months look like in your office, and how are we going to strategically and systematically take over an area? Last thing before we go, Garth, I know you're a busy man. Tell me, a new agent coming into the industry today, what advice would you give them so they can grow their career and hit it out of the park?
Okay, first thing that I would advise any person wanting to get into real estate is learn what I spoke about earlier today. Learn more about relationship selling.
Yes.
And learn more about the different types of people that we come into contact with day in and day out.
Yep.
Because selling is an art form.
Yep.
And it's not just about script and dialogue, it's more about connection of human beings. So if I can teach a new agent that's coming on board to first focus in on how they can build and create better relationships with all types of people,
yep.
they're going to be more successful.
Yep.
Whereas if they have that hit and miss of let's just hit it hard and we'll hit everyone and blanket drop it, it's hit and miss, it's frustrating,
yep.
and they don't last. Whereas if you can give people that skill where they go, hey, not everybody likes to be sold to the same way.
Yep.
We all have differences.
Of course.
And our job as agents is to sell to each of us the way that we like to be sold to.
Perfect.
And so if I can teach an agent that's a massive skill set, then I know that script, dialogue, technology that plugs in behind it, and they're going to be weapons.
Yep.
They'll be able to go forward and have, I think, really a successful career.
Yep.
At any level.
Well, mate, I love it. Take away from that for me, and that last part is all around being authentic and having that authenticity behind you. Yes,
yep.
It's great to have the script and dialogue, but it's got to come within. You've got to believe it,
yep.
and you've got to mean it, and then it will come across with the client, and it's not just you're another real estate agent that's trying to sell me. And I think you hit the nail on the head,
yep.
mate. It's been a pleasure interviewing you. As always, thank you, big fella.
Have a great day.
I'll speak to you shortly. See you later.